Okay, thanks for coming to the Healthier Together live stream today. We're going to be doing strength, full body strength, but it's going to be all pulling motions. So last week, if you came to my Tuesday class, it was all pushing motions. And today we are balancing everything out and doing all the pulling muscle action. So let's get started here. I'll start our timer. There we go. And let's get started off with the hamstring. So, walking hamstring, right toe up towards the sky, and then left toe up towards the sky, keeping your back nice and flat. Focusing in on that hamstring, on those hamstrings. Good. And now hamstring curls with our arms getting involved. So back and forth with our arms, bringing your heel towards your glutes. Just going back and forth like that. Excellent. And into our marches. So bringing that knee up towards your chest, coming up off onto your toes. Just like that, pumping your arms back and forth past your hips, having your hands go forward and not side to side. Excellent. And some arm circles forward and back. And hands overhead. Down into a sunrise squat, squeezing your glutes on the way up, pressing through your heels, bringing your hands up and overhead, getting those shoulders activated as well. Awesome. And 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. So if you read the class description, you'll see that you want some dumbbells. And I would start with more of a lighter dumbbell for right now. We're going to be doing 2 different moves, and the way the workout will go, you'll start one exercise. We'll do that one for about 40 seconds, and then we'll have about a 10 to 15 seconds transition directly into the next exercise. And then after those 2 are done, you'll get your 30-second to 45-second break. And we'll repeat that with those 2 motions 3 different times. So it'll make a lot of sense when we get started, but let's begin here. So core is engaged, shoulders are rolled back. You're gonna bring your hands up towards your chest and back down, just like that. So core is engaged, our body is straight up and down, feet are about shoulder width, shoulders back, bring your hands up towards your chest and back down. We'll begin that exercise here, if you haven't already, in about 8 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring that up and back down. Good. 40 seconds. Take any breaks that you need as you're doing this. Try to bring your elbows up above your shoulders when you're doing this as well. I'm going to adjust my screen here. So, right here, elbows above your shoulders, just like that. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. All right, next one. You're going to be bent over, so keep your back nice and flat, just like that. You're going to take a step to the right and do a bicep curl. Take a step to the left and do a bicep curl, just like that. You also do not have to be bent over if you don't want to. You can do standing up, and you also don't have to do the step. You can just do the bent over version. But let's begin that here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping your core engaged, so your abs are engaged the entire time. Your back is nice and flat. Taking that step side to side as you're doing this. Once again, all these exercises we're going to do today are more pulling based. So it's gonna be working all the pulling and back muscles. Yeah, last week we did the push muscles. This week we're doing the pull. 10 seconds. You can also stand up at any point. You don't have to work the entire 40 seconds. And relax. Okay, that's our first round of those 2 exercises. We have 2 more rounds, and then we'll move on to a couple different exercises as well. But your biceps and your back are gonna get a good good workout today. All those great posture motions. We're sitting at a desk all day doing desk work. A lot of those push muscles, a lot of those start to get overly tight. The more we can correct that, help us open up our chest, the better. Okay. We'll begin here in about 20 seconds. We'll start with that upright row again. And then we'll move into that fielder curl. Get in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, elbows above your shoulders and back down. Core is engaged. Good. Like I said, your biceps, your back, gonna get a good exercise, get a good workout today. Take any breaks that you need. 10 more seconds is all, less than 10 seconds actually. And 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, about a 10-second transition into those fielder curls. Keep your core engaged, bend over slightly. Take that step to the right and begin with those bicep curls, just like that. Once again, you can do this standing up. You do not need to do the full fielder curl, and you also do not have to do the step from side to side. You're really gonna start feeling this throughout your biceps, because when we're bent over like this, it has us working against gravity the entire time. As you can see, we're never able to get that weight all the way up to our shoulders because we're in a position that really allows for full muscle activation within that. And you can relax now. Whew, good work. Get a drink of water. We only have 1 more set of those 2 exercises, and then we're moving on to a couple different things. All right. Roll out those shoulders a little bit. And reverse. Good. All right, begin here in 10 seconds. We'll do that upright row. Begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 10 seconds in already. And take any breaks that you need. As always, keep that core engaged, shoulders rolled back, elbows above our shoulders when we bring our weights up. Like I said, you probably want to start off with the lighter weight right now. Good. And relax. Perfect. Okay, about a 15-second transition. And we'll go into those bicep curls, or those fielder bicep curls, and that's the last fielder curl of the day. Begin here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting to really feel that throughout our biceps, I'm sure. Always bent over if you want. You also do not have to bend over the entire time. You can also just stand up and going up to about right here when you're bringing that weight up. So if you're doing that standing version, just going to about right here and then slowly coming down. If you're doing that fielder curl, trying to bring it all the way to those elbows, but you're not going to, or all the way to the shoulders and back down. Good, and relax. Whew. Feeling that through those biceps and back right now, that's for sure. All right, take a little break. We'll go on to 2 different exercises here, following that same format. Okay. Next, what we'll do, I'll show you our next 2 exercises, but you can still relax. We're not gonna go right into it quite yet. Just relax, and I'll show you what we're doing. So, once again, we're gonna start in that bent over position. Your weights are gonna be down by your knees, and all you're gonna do is have those weights go track up. You don't have to be like touching your legs, but having them track up past your thighs, squeezing your shoulder blades together like that, and then having them come back down. So really targeting that big latissimus dorsi muscle, squeezing our shoulder blades together, having them really focus on retracting those shoulder blades back when we're doing this. Also, make sure you're not bending too far forward, and you also aren't arching your back up, ears directly over your shoulders, just like that. So that's the one move. Then we'll go over into a hammer curl. So instead of that bicep curl that we were doing, bringing your hands up like that, and then slowly lowering them down. Notice I don't rotate my wrists or anything with this one. You're just keeping your wrists like you're holding something to drink. So let's begin here in about 10 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. And begin. Really targeting our back, squeezing those shoulder blades together, bring those elbows to our sides. We're in that bent over position. Good. Never overarching your neck. Also not letting it come down towards the floor. Keeping that core engaged the entire time. Keep going for another 3, 2, and 1. Relax. All right, about 15 seconds for a transition here. Shake out the arms a little bit. We're gonna be standing up, doing those hammer curls now. So we're working our biceps again, but just the different part of our bicep. And let's begin now. Keeping those wrists forward. And just like we're holding a mug, we don't want that coffee, that tea to fall out of our mug. So keeping your hands in this position the entire time, never letting that wrist go back and forth. Rolling those shoulders back. And relax. Whew. All right, now you get about a minute break here. So we go into those 2 same exercises. We're gonna repeat those 2 exercises 2 more times. Right. And you can kind of involve a little bit of cardio as well. Going back and forth, bringing your heels to your hips. More of an active rest, as we'll start doing for these next several exercises. As we're during our rest breaks, we'll start doing some sort of cardio move just to keep that heart rate up. Back and forth. Maybe some jumping jacks side to side. Good. And let's get ready here. We'll grab our weights. Get over into that bent over position. Keeping that core engaged. Back is nice and flat. Let those weights drop in front of your knees. And let's begin. Bring those elbows back, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Targeting our back, you're doing great. Keeping that core engaged the entire time. Never letting your abs or back start to overarch or round forward. And 3, 2, and 1. Relax. About 15 seconds transition. We'll go into those hammer curls. You're doing great. And 3, 2, 1. Begin those hammer curls, rolling those shoulders back, keeping your whole body nice, straight up and down. Core is engaged, back is nice and flat. Looking straight forward, letting those shoulders drop towards your hips. Excellent work. And 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Whew, good work so far. Got one more set of those 2 exercises, and we'll move on to a couple different ones. We're gonna start some leg exercises after we're done with this final set of these 2. Like I said, it's a full body workout. Don't wanna neglect the legs, of course. All right, now let's get into those jumping jacks. Side to side. And you can do that full jumping jack this time. Good work. All right, 10 seconds. We'll go into those bent over rows again. So grab your dumbbells. Bringing your hips back, squeezing your abs, keeping your back nice and flat. Let's begin now. Bringing those elbows to your sides, squeezing your shoulder blades together, targeting that whole mid-back area. Never letting your back overarch or round forward. Good work. And 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, 10 seconds or so, and we'll go into those hammer curls. Begin here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keeping your core engaged, especially as you bring those weights out. You're gonna wanna lean forward, keep your body straight up. You're gonna do that by engaging your core, engaging your glutes, and your abs. Excellent work. Push through it, or I should say pull through it. And relax. All right, take a quick breather. Get a drink of water. We're gonna hit those legs now. Balance ourselves out. So for this next exercise, what you can do is a drop squat. So it'll be a wide base sumo squat with your feet angled slightly out with a nice wide base. You're gonna keep your shoulders back, so you wanna squeeze those shoulder blades together just slightly. Drop down to where your weight hits the ground like that, keeping your core engaged, pressing up through your heels, squeezing your glutes on the way up. This is a glute-focused style of squat, right? Squeezing those glutes, pressing up through your heels, keeping your back nice and flat as you're doing that. After that, you'll do, you grab both dumbbells. We're doing an alternating style of exercise where you bring your right foot back, left leg forward, squeezing those shoulder blades together, bringing your weights down towards your knee, pressing up through your left heel, and then having that right leg come back to meet the left. Now left leg back, weights to your knee, squeezing through your right glute, pressing through your right heel, and alternating just like that throughout that 40 seconds. This is a glute-focused exercise. All right, let's get started here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with those drop squats. So nice wide base, squeezing your glutes on the way up, keeping your core engaged, keeping your back nice and flat. Going all the way down to the floor if you are able with that dumbbell. You can also grab a heavier dumbbell, or you can grab both of them, just like so, if you want the extra weight. And 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, now you have both dumbbells in your hand. Left leg forward. Weight to your left knee. Pressing up through your left heel. Let that right leg come up. And alternating just like that. It's a glute-focused exercise. So you're squeezing your glutes every single time you press up through your heel to meet the other, like that. Keeping your core engaged, back nice and flat. Important to keep your core engaged the entire time. Helps protect your back. Squeezing your glutes as you're pressing up. And relax. Excellent work. Get a drink of water. And we'll get ready for our second set of those two exercises here in about 30 seconds. You can do your low cardio. Keep that heart rate up. Side to side. We got about 15 seconds. We'll start that drop set again. That drop squat again. Begin here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Drop those hips down. Weights touch the ground. Squeezing your abs. Pressing up through your heels. Squeezing your glutes on the way up. Excellent work. You also do not have to do both weights. It's just what I prefer right now. Okay, roll those shoulders back, especially if you're doing that one weight, just like that. Excellent. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go into those glute isos here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg forward, squeezing up through your glutes. And now right leg forward. Keeping your back nice and flat. Shoulders back. Good. Important. Keep that back nice and flat. Squeezing through through your glutes, weight distributed onto your heels. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't stop in the middle of an exercise. Push through, pull through, and relax again. Get a drink of water, and then immediately go into your lower impact cardio exercise. So once again, I'm doing jumping jacks. You can also do some sort of march, some sort of high knee, whatever you want to do. Just keep your heart moving. Keep your heart rate accelerated. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pick up your weights. And we'll go into those drop squats here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do your best to keep those shoulders rolled back as you're bringing those weights down towards the ground. Nice wide base, squeezing your glutes on the way up, pressing up through your heels. Awesome work. You also don't have to be using both weights. You can just use the one and use it a heavy weight if you want as well. Keep it up. You got this. Feeling that burn throughout our legs now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. It's a quick 10-second transition. And we'll go into those glute isos. Let's start with our left leg forward, right leg back. Keeping that core engaged, back nice and flat. Weight distributed onto our heel. And let's begin. Weight down to your knee, squeezing up to your left glute. And now to the right leg, alternating each leg every time. Good work. And take any breaks once again as you need when you're doing this exercise, any of these exercises. And let's keep going. You got about 10 seconds left. Let's do one more on each side. Good. All right. Let's drop the weights. Let's do just a few stretches here for these last 2 minutes. Let's go into those hamstrings. So kind of that same position we were in, but letting those hands drop forward, toes up towards the sky, targeting our hamstrings, keeping our back nice and flat. Just like that. And now you can, if you want, you can sit down. You can also do this standing, the right leg, right toe up, and just holding here like that. Really focusing on that right hamstring. I'm gonna sit down as we're doing this. You can too. Good, trying to keep those hips level when we're doing this. And let's go to the other side. So left side. Keeping your back flat, not overarched in any sort of way. And relax, perfect. Okay, now let's take your right leg back, left leg forward, slight bend in your left leg, squeeze your abs, squeeze your right glute, bring your arm over top and onto the other side. You're gonna feel that stretch throughout your hip flexor so that muscles in the front of our hips. Try to keep your hips level as well with this one, so they aren't hiked up in any sort of way. They're level. And now rotate that right shoulder back, feeling that full stretch where body's more upright now. Just like that, and 3, 2, and 1. Let's go to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Slight bend in your left leg. Left arm over. Squeezing your abs, squeezing your left glute. Keeping your hips level. Feeling that stretch throughout your whole left hip flexor. And now rotate your left shoulder back. Body is more upright. Feeling the full benefit of that stretch. And relax in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work, everyone. Thanks for coming to the full body strength. All pulling muscles. We're all balanced now. We did push last week. We did pull this week. Everything's going great. Thanks again for coming. We will see you all next Tuesday.